to this tutorial where we are going to manipulate this photo. We are going to use this texture. I will leave the link in the description so you can download the images. So, if you want to follow through, you can follow through. The first step is, so we're going to use this texture. Let me place it where how I want it to be. Reduce the opacity so that you can see it through. And then there, voila. Now we have not yet started yet. So what you're going to do is we're going to select this facial part where we're going to cut it. Quick selection tool. We don't need to be that precise because it's a face and it's cracked. So what you're going to use is the quick selection tool. I'm going to use the lasso tool to subtract this, the place where you don't want it. Yeah, I think that's okay. Yeah. So we are going back to turn on the texture file. After turning on the texture file, then what you're going to do is we are going to cut this area. Make sure the selection is on the texture file. So you're going to cut, or you can even copy if you want to retain the texture file so you can refer to it also, and turn it off. So as you can see, we are heading there. We are not far, but we are almost there. Now, end the blending mode. You can try different modes where you can see, like the darken one, you see it's somehow red. Select it to multiply. I know it's not clear, but if you turn on, remember we had reduced the opacity, so turn it on so you can see what you're doing. Now, after that, now we're going to create the crack face and use the skeleton part. Now, with that said, we are going to place our skull. Yeah, you can download it as I mentioned earlier. So let me place it, fine tune it to look like the head. Yeah, I think that's fine. So place it under the texture file and turn it on. And turn this off. Yeah. From here, we are going to cut out the face. So let me just use this. We are going to use the texture file to select the part where we are going to cut in the face. So I'm going to use the quick selection tool again and make sure I select the texture. Just swipe it like this. It will automatically bring it. So after that, turn it off, go to the background and cut. Just cut. As you can see, now we have our cut face. You can see it's on a different layer. Now you remember the skull part. The skull, we are going to place it under the cut face. So yeah, it's going to look something like this. Yeah, you can see they have connected well. Same form. Well, that's not bad. Okay, now turn it off. We are not going to use it now as of now. So we are only going to use the cutout. These two only. So before we do that, we are going to create a depth on this cutting that we've done. And how are we going to do that? You just double click here, go to the blending options, then select bevel and embossed. You can select the depth, not that much, just a little bit to see. That's okay. You can see we've created a depth, so it's like a 3D thing. You can see, but we are not there yet. So what we're going to do is, I can see we've messed here, but anyway, I'm just going to work with that because we had already duplicated the file. So, next we're going to yeah, So next, you're going to merge these layers. Let us see how it looks like. Yeah, perfect. So then again, we're going to use, we are going to cut out these spaces, the black spaces, we're going to cut them. There are multiple ways to cut the areas. You can use the lasso tool or the pen tool, of which you can be so precise. You can be so precise with the selection. So this is what we are going to do. We are only going to select the edges part. See, the edge. Sorry. We are only interested with the cracks. You can do perfect. I'm just doing this for the sake of the tutorial. Then what I'm going to do is cut. I'm going to cut this layer. So that's what you're going to do over and over and over and over again in all these parts. I'm going to speed up this process so you don't have to listen to me while I'm doing this. Here, when you see where you see the fibers, you can choose to cut it or leave it, so for the sake of the details, so that it can be somehow realistic as possible, just like how I'm doing. And there we have it. So what we're going to do now, we have selected, as you can see, all of them have been selected. They are individual parts, so we can move it however we want. Like this one, we can move it. This one, see, group all of these layers, then call it craft. Now we are going to measure on the skull. So let us fine tune it to fit the same as our model. But before that, let me get rid of this background. So what I will do is I will just go to select. This is one of the quickest way. If you're using the Adobe Premiere Pro from 2021, moving to 2023, you will have this feature enabled where you can select the subject automatically. So I'll just leave there and let Photoshop do its thing. So as you can see, Photoshop has done it again. It has really done a wonderful work. You see? So I'll just cut it. So we are going to match the lightings on the skull and the face. So first of all, we're going to use the adjustment layer, the levels, and we're going to move the midtones just here like that. Then after that, I'm going to add some brightness to reduce the brightness and contrast. So just a little bit right there. Turn on this, then the craft face. Then you can just pull them outside to reveal, drag them outside to reveal. Then you're going to rotate some like this. We don't want to block the eye of the skull, so we are going to tilt it and do some adjustments that will reveal the skull. You can fine tune it however you want, then tilt it. So we are going to place this mouth to match up the lips. Yeah. So after that, turn on the cropped part so you can see what you're doing. So again, you can go to individual parts. Then you can add the blending options where you can add the bevel and the emboss, so you can add the depth. After doing that, you only need to do one. So the rest you can just copy paste. Just click where the effects are, Alt, then drag and drop to them. You're going to the labels part, then just reduce the strength here because I can see it's a little dark and we want to sort of reveal the face. create a layer and drag it above the skull. Take your brush tool. We're going to paint. Make sure the foreground is black. Now reduce the opacity. So what you're going to do is you're going to create shadows inside the skull. Just paint on the edges. We are pretty much done. So what is left is just color grading and everything else. You can color grade it however you want, but these are just my specifications. That is upon you. So this is my final product. I thank you for watching till the end, and I wish you the best in trying it out. Let me know in the comment where what you didn't understand or you want me to expand. Till next time, ciao.